Hi, I'm Trayvon Mayfield, and I'm doing my case study on the FCC vs. Pacifica Foundation. So, how this case started was in October 1973. There was a father and his minor child, his son, riding around in the car listening to the radio one day. And on the radio, George Carlin plays, who's a late comedian back in the day who did a little bit of acting and writing, but mostly did stand-up. He was known for his dark humor and relating jokes to politics. And one day, George was on the radio saying his monologue called Filthy Words. And the boy's father heard this monologue and thought it was so dirty, so filthy, that he wrote a letter to the FCC saying that this kind of profanity and indecent language should not be said on the radio, especially during the day when kids could listen. So the FCC obviously agreed and decided to write a sanction letter to Pacifica Foundation, which owned the New York radio company that was playing the monologue at the time. So basically what they told him was, you can't be saying this kind of bad language on the air, it's against the law, we're taking you to court, we're gonna win. But then Pacifica ended up appealing the court's decision. But then the FCC ended up appealing that decision, so they ended up winning. But then there was a couple of justice judges, William J. Brennan Jr., joined by Justice Thurgood Marshall, who decided to stand up and said, hey, you guys are cracking down on the radio's First Amendment rights. They should be allowed to say this kind of stuff. They even brought up past case examples like the Cohen versus California case that happened in 1997. And Judge Brennan said that if Robert Paul Cohen could wear a jacket bearing the words F the draft in a California courthouse, that it shouldn't be an issue to protect the radio's First Amendment. Like, they should be able to get away with it. If he could say that, they should be able to say this. That didn't work. The judges, they still all came to an agreement saying that we gotta get down on the profanity, we can't allow this. So basically what this meant was that the Supreme Court allowed the government to regulate indecent speech over the broadcast medium. So the government had a free hand to regulate the broadcast medium over all other platforms. So how this ended up affecting our media industry today and just the whole entertainment industry is that they started cracking down on profanity on all platforms. For example, in 2008, Fox got took to court by the FCC because during their award show, there was too many celebrities going on doing their speeches, cursing and saying the F words and everything. So the FCC decided to take them to court, and they won. So they're basically just cracking down on basically just, if it's not the internet, we gotta keep it PG kind of thing, or throw up a warning or something like that. So that's basically the change that that case made. And that's why the FCC versus Pacifica case is so important, because kind of standardize regulating profanity in our entertainment. And that's the end of my project. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for listening.